Rakakar.se, Iceman here with Sui, owner of Copenhagen Games, or at least the leader of Copenhagen Games.
Yeah, hi.
You have the same venue as last year, but a lot have changed. You have got more players, more sponsors and everything. What did you do to accomplish this event compared to the one last year?
Well, for starters, what we have done for many years is Slap and Slap Live. Last year we took a decision to try to choose one of our events and go more international. We felt like now we were ready to step ahead. So we started Copenhagen Games instead of just Slap Live. Last year was the first event which was targeting more international aspects, and this is the second year. So it's for me it's a natural development, and of course I can the response we are getting from Danish companies and from even the city of Copenhagen is tremendous, and I think this development will not stop now. It will get even bigger next year.
Last year when we spoke, perhaps you don't remember, but you said that you feel difficult to be in Denmark to arrange lands because Sweden and so on, and Finland, Norway, whatever, they are better than Denmark for the international market. Do you feel that with Copenhagen Games you're getting on top of the ladder?
Well, what I told you last time was that it was difficult because of the financial situation in Denmark. That hasn't changed. Intel still doesn't exist in Denmark. AMD still doesn't exist in Denmark. Samsung has a very small section in Denmark because Denmark is a small country, and when these traditionally big esports sponsors do not exist in this country, then they don't have a marketing budget for us. So when I contact AMD or Intel in Sweden or Germany, they are not interested in investing in Denmark. So we have to go out to local Danish companies. Now we have got our support from the city of Copenhagen, which is new. But we still have to get in contact with the small Danish companies, and their marketing budgets are not that big. So it's still a struggle. But what has changed is that now the international market, so to say, knows that there is something called Copenhagen Games, and that's one of the big steps.
So you feel that in the future with like Copenhagen Games, I don't know, 2015 or so on, you feel that you will be on top of the ladder, or will still Denmark and Sweden and Finland and such be better for the international market?
I think we will keep having the big challenges, finding money enough, investment enough to make this thing go. That part won't be easier, but I think we'll manage it somehow because the interest is growing everywhere, and also in Denmark. So this will grow unless we do something stupid. But I expect that Copenhagen Games next year will take a step ahead. And for my own personal opinion, I didn't expect to reach this level until 2012. So things just got a step ahead of us.
Do you think that it's like if you see on the international scene with StarCraft 2, the events got a lot more attention? Do you feel that that's the way here in Copenhagen Games?
Yeah, well, it depends on how you look at it, because of course there is a huge focus on StarCraft in these days. But if you look at the event, we have like 64 players, StarCraft players, and then there will be 1,000 other gamers. So for us, for the event, StarCraft is really nice to have, because we get our name out to other countries which we are not used to work with. But our main platform is still Counter-Strike, because Counter-Strike is the biggest esports title in Norway, in Sweden, in Denmark. So that's still our main game. But of course StarCraft is nice, and it has given us a huge exposure.
During all the Slabs events, you have always had Counter-Strike Source, and the Danish community, as I understand, is very fond of Source. Is that why you still keep Source at your events?
It's 50-50 in Denmark, and you can see it there. Half of the gamers are Source players, and the rest of them are 1-6. So it's a 50-50 match right now. I'm not sure how it is online, but at least for this event and the last event, it was a 50-50 match. So in Denmark, at least, those two games are very equal.
To evolve the event itself, do you feel that you have to bring another game on board, or do you feel that you have to raise the prize money?
I think it's a combination, because you can what we are doing here. If you look at the big international tournaments, World Cyber Games, you look at the ESWC and so on. What they actually do is it's huge, but you don't have 1,000 gamers sitting down and playing at the same time. And that's what we are trying to do. We are trying to combine a BIAC LAN event with a lead pro tournament, and there are quite a few challenges to handle that, but I think it can be done. So what we really want to do is a lot of gamers playing here at the event, and not just qualifications around the world. So the reason for us to look towards other games is more a matter of future, because everyone keeps saying Counter-Strike will die sooner or later, and I think I've heard that for the last 5 years, and it hasn't died yet, but sometime it might happen. So we also need, and that I think that's a part of every organizer, to look to the future. What games will be played, and in what games do you have the support from different communities? That's a big part for it. And of course, if you don't have enough prize money, people won't come from other countries.
When you choose the titles for your events, do you look at other events, or do you have like a jury independently here to pick the games for your events?
We have our own, we call it a working group, and we take all our decisions together. What we do is very simply, because for us it's natural to look to Denmark, so we start by looking what games are played here. And then with StarCraft we say, well, we want to go international, and StarCraft is the most hardest international game right now, so let's try that. Even though it was a new step, and I knew that there were a lot of new challenges for us in StarCraft, but if you don't take a chance, and if you don't try to do something, you will never learn it. So we took a chance with StarCraft, and right now it seems that it's working.
Yeah, you have players like MC, the God Protoss here. How does it feel to have the best Korean player here at Denmark?
Of course, we are honored to have not only him, but we are honored to have every and each of the gamers out here. My personal meaning about it, that of course it's nice to have. Sorry about that.
No worries.
It's nice to have the big names, and especially him. You know, he's a really elite player in every aspect. But my main focus will always be the normal gamers, because they are the one who make this happen. If you don't have community, if you don't have all the normal casual gamers, then there are no lead gamers, then there are no professionals. So you have to have respect for what is our foundation. And the foundation here, and I think in every esports, is the major group of casual gamers. You need to respect and understand them before you can look ahead.
Yeah, earlier you said that venturing into StarCraft 2 was something new for you, but last night you had some kind of issues with the computers. They had only 2 gig in RAM, and the players couldn't play because it was too laggy. Were you like panicked by that, or?
No, panic is the wrong word. We have done this for 10 years.
Yeah.
And during the 10 years we have events which have been perfect. We have had events which have been really, shitty. We have tried in everything, and of course we were stressed but not panicked. We need a lot more to get panicked, but that can happen. The problem was actually not the RAM. We thought it was the RAM. We tried new RAM, we tried more RAM, we tried new graphic cards, but that was not the problem. The problem was a software problem. So the reason why the computers are working now is that a couple of guys simply tried some things in disabling the antivirus, disabling a lot of things in Windows, and then it worked. So it was pretty crazy, but basically we were promised, when these computers are rented, so the deal was that we were promised they will be tested for StarCraft before I'd said yet. They guaranteed that this worked for StarCraft, but it didn't. But anyways, that doesn't matter. It's still my responsibility, and I'll have a talk with the players here soon and apologize, because it is, no matter what the wrong, it's my apology, and it's my responsibility at the end. And we didn't manage to control them in due time, and that was not good.
All right. So any last shout-outs?
Well, no. Basically, we have the tournaments. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of hardware and so on. But what I really need is, if this is a success for me, is when people go from here and they say, well, this was a really nice weekend, and see you next time, and then I'll be a happy man.
All right, see you next time then.
Yeah, and I just, as I tell anyone, remember to enjoy the event also, then not only the games, there is a lot of other things to do.
All right, okay. Thank you.
Cool.